I'm Ken Galloway. I'm a member of the Stornoway Angling Association and also a member of the management committee. And today we're on the shore of Loch Clachan, which is the first loch up in the system from the sea. Behind us we see the Clachan Dam, and then right in the distance there is also the bothy for this loch. This loch is one of two lochs in the system which are pretty heavily used during the fishing season by members and by visitors. The River Creed system is a spate system, and in a spate system there has to be a bit of control of water, and that is accomplished at the lower side of the two lochs in the system, which are both dammed. And the Loch Clachan Dam has probably been in existence for about 100 years. It's required to manage the water, and if we get a dry season, we can manage the water by controlling the level of the loch. If we know there are salmon in the sea, we don't want too many of them to be eaten up by the seals, so you can create an artificial spate by removing some boards in the dam, getting the fish up into the first loch where they are safe, and that's really very important. This loch is subject to huge changes in levels. When it is at its top level, you would not see anything of the dam behind me. The water is coming streaming over the top to tremendous force, resulting in progressive damage to the dam. But now we see that this dam is deteriorating and it needs a major refurbishment. What we want to do is to refurbish the dam completely, stop the water coming through the holes that are in the dam, which when the water is at its height is actually spouting out at the other side. The actual fish pass, which is in the middle of the dam, will require some tidying up. So to get back to what I was saying a wee while ago, when we see large numbers of salmon in the sea in Stornoway Harbour, and we know there's not much water coming down the river, we can come up here and release a couple of boards, thereby generating an artificial spate, and the salmon come into the loch. So again, it is important to think of the dams not only as providing sport for fishermen in pools above these dams, it's equally important to consider the fact that you're further protecting this endangered species. And we have seen over the years a gradual decline in the number of salmon which are entering the system. Well, I've been fishing this system for over 60 years, since I was in school. And I remember when I was much younger, that in a season I could catch by rod and fly 90 sea trout. At the moment I'm lucky if I can get past single figures in a season. The same is true of salmon. There was one particular year I remember when in an hour I had 6 salmon off one pool. That doesn't compare very nicely with the current figures in the system. So in order to try to protect this endangered species, we need to try to ensure that there is sufficient water in the system to enable the salmon to get up to the top to spawn and reproduce. Well, this filming has taken place, believe it or not, in February, in fantastic weather. And we would hope that there will be fantastic weather again when you come back, and at a time when we are able to showcase the work that has been done on this project.